The Billy Bones, it is a 3.54 inch on the blade there, Maxim Epiphancev design, AEBL steel with a black PVD coating and a stone wash finish and a G10 hand. All right, let's see what that is all about. Bada bing, bada boom. So the Billy Bones, that's an interesting name. We have a different sticker right here, the Climb High with Kizer sticker. That's a new one. We have the knife right here. And we have some other goodies here. The Kydex sheath, we'll come back to it in a moment. And a wiping cloth, paperwork, and silica gel. Now, Maxim Epiphancev also designed the Buddy, and there's now a folding version of the Buddy that also dropped here in April. We'll see that one in a moment, but here is the Billy Bones, and yeah, this is definitely a very, I want to say, sort of karambit-oriented style fixed blade. That's absolutely something. Let me set it down for a second. You guys can get a full profile here. Definitely a very interesting design. We have a dual flat ground going on here towards the front. Check that out. Then we have a very interesting sort of dip right here. That's an interesting design there for sure. I'm wondering what that's all about. Maybe somewhere for the thumb. That's where it feels right at home in that grip there. We have plenty of jimping here for days, both here in the front, also back here, and all the way around the sort of karambit hole with some nice peaky corners. So that's an interesting choice there. Of course, the handle is going to be big enough. Full 4-finger grip, full purchase without having to like stick the pinky or anything in the handle. I mean, maybe it adds a little bit of, you know, the ability to take it out of the sheath in an easier way, right? Having a little ring to have access to. That could definitely be what Maxim was going for on the design. Do love the rugged G10 pattern right here. I feel like gone are the days where the boring plain G10 were a thing. Like companies are really thinking outside the box a little bit and trying to get creative with different patterns on G10 and things like that. And that's absolutely right, something we can see here. Not only on this design, but many other designs as well. We can see the full tang all the way around, and we have TA hardware on just one side, the known show side only. A little bit of a plunge grind situation here. And I gotta tell you, I mean, come on, for what it is, feels like, again, this grip here feels really nice. That little dip right there feels perfect for the thumb, or you could lock up right here with the thumb on the jimping there. You have over 3.5 inches on the blade length, 3.54 to be exact. The whole thing overall is going to be 8.37 inches, and the handle length alone is going to be 4.83 inches. So if I do a little reverse grip, right, that somehow still feels pretty decent. Right, I do feel this portion here quite a bit. A little Friday night gas station fighting grip, right, that's decent as well. Thumb right here locked in with the jimping around the karambit circle there, feels pretty good. And if I go Pakal grip, yeah, that's a no-go. Feel a little uncomfortable right here with this peaky section there. So probably 2 out of 4 different grips feel good, but again, that's just for science. You're probably not going to use all those different grips. The standard default grip feels pretty good. And I gotta tell you, I mean, it is a very interesting design. I'm not sure if this is gonna be a fixed blade for everybody, but if it is for you, absolutely let me know in the comments. There are 2 different variants that are gonna be available, right? There's the green, and there's like a tan G10 as well. The blade on this one is gonna be a stone wash with a gray PVD coating, whereas this one has a black PVD coating. Both of them are gonna have AEBL steel and G10 handles. So just a little bit of a different color on the handles and a different PVD coating on the blade pretty much. As far as the sheath experience, really quick, here we go. All right, going in out of the pocket pretty good. Any rattle? I feel like the rattle's coming from the clip itself. Very minimal, if anything, just from the clip alone. We have that same clip we're used to so far, very universal, right? Button spring loaded with multiple adjustment points all throughout. We have holes on this one on both sides, as well as right here in the front. Got pretty much limitless adjustability depending on what you want to go with. Horizontal carry, vertical carry, all the different options. Pull out of the sheath. That's pretty solid. Very effortless. And with these, you can adjust. Maybe that's what it is. That's probably why it's rattling a little bit. I'm going to use my Drive-R-Saurus here from Kansept EDC. Get a Phillips really quick. And then just tightened up the, this is the adjustment screw right here, that guy. Like a rubber washer, that's a little bit thicker, right? When you adjust this guy a little bit, then, all right, still getting a little bit of rattle. Again, that's from the clip itself. But yeah, that is actually now a tighter experience with the sheath. So you can tune it, go a little bit tighter, go a little bit looser, however you want. It's nice to have that option so you can tune it to your taste instead of having a fixed option that is either too tight or too loose for your personal preference. So That again was the Drive-R-Saurus from Kansept EDC. It is a titanium bit driver. So check it out down below. I'll have a pin in the description and pin comment as well if you guys want to check it out. So this is the Billy Bones. Here is the Buddy, also a design from Maxim Epiphancev. And it was first a fixed blade and now just became a folder as well. This is the Kizer Buddy 2. It's now a folder, also released here in April 2026. Check them out. I gotta tell you, Maxim Epiphancev has some pretty cool designs out there in the Kizer lineup. So